Hello, this is David Chapin with the September company update. So it's September, Labor Day has come and gone, summer is over, and we had a great summer here at Warm Electric. Survived it without any recordable injuries, completed some great jobs in all of our regions as we go merrily along and phase into some new work. We're very excited for that. But with that, we have a few announcements. Summer finishing means classes are starting up. Some of the people are in class right now or on their way there. Classes are starting on September 3rd in new facilities in Oklahoma and Minnesota, or at least the first time we've started fresh there in September in both those two. Nebraska is going to start up in the new facilities next week. We have one last week in the old place, and then we get to move into the new classroom hopefully next week. We also are excited about having Sylvia Hegel back. She had a battle with cancer for the last 9 months and has had to work remotely and undergo a lot of different treatments. But she is now ready and energized to come back into the office. And those of us here are very excited about that and excited to have her here day to day. She is a light into our lives and a joy to be around. For those of you who are only in the office periodically, you'll also get to see her. So welcome back to Sylvia, and we praise the Lord for her continued healing. We also are having then Journeyman Prep class will be starting up for those of you who need and are eligible for that. Should look for those classes and look for notices on that as we try to help people advance in their careers and pass the journeyman test in their local jurisdiction. So those are the company announcements. And next, you'll get a regional report and Trista to give you an overall report from our Human Resources Department. Thank you, and continue to stay safe on all the job sites.
Good morning, guys. This is Drew Jans. I'm going to give you a monthly update for the region. Before I get started, though, I just wanted to say hope you guys enjoyed your day off yesterday, spending time with friends and family, maybe doing some cooking. So hopefully you got to rest up and feel refreshed today. So an update for the region at Fort Sill AIT Barracks. We are finishing up Building C and moving over to Building D. We've been doing rough-in and even some finishes on Building D. Hit a milestone this past week in getting our part as far as power to the building. So appreciate that, all you guys have been doing there. The Indian Hospital really hasn't started. We're waiting on them to give us the go-ahead to start our underground work there. We have the movie theater renovation. We're waiting on some demo to be done. We are installing some temporary lights. The refuge job, we're finishing up that one. We've got the headquarters pretty much done and finishing up maintenance building and then site work. That one should be closed out this month. The city hall, we've got one section done, moving over to the other. And then that's kind of a pass over to the city officials so they can rearrange their offices while we're doing certain areas. Building 900 over at Fort Sill, that job hasn't started yet either. It's kind of been a long drawn out deal. They're saying that one may start now, the first of next year. Altus Air Force Base, Building 213, Terrence is finishing that one up. There's just some final testing and closeout documents that we're working on there to have that one complete. Marlow Public School, we got Isaiah and Jose over there. They're continuing to work on it. It's looking really good. Do a good install, and that job's moving along well. Vista, we have 2 jobs at Vista. We just received contract for a conference room. It's a pretty good sized project for us to do there. That's with CDBL. And the incubator and accelerator is the other Vista project that we're currently doing right now. And it's a smaller job, but it's with Quad Construction. And those jobs really do good for us, and the final install looks really, really nice for the owner. We got a couple of school projects that we're coming out of the ground on, the Lawton High School multipurpose building and the Eisenhower High School multipurpose building. And then Reynolds Hospital at Fort Sill, we're still just kind of bouncing back and forth on that one as we continue to get called to change out a unit, 1-for-1 swap basically. And then we have sub work for our lightning protection. So that's kind of a rundown of the jobs right now for the southern region. Couple of jobs we are bidding are 2 more Vista projects. Those are both with Quad Construction. So we're hoping we can get those 2, get started on those. Couple of reminders I wanted to mention was the quarterly meeting, September 11th, here at our new office. So please make sure you're here for that. We'll send out a reminder. I just wanted to make sure you let the GC know, and maintenance guys, make sure you let your supervisors know as well that morning you will be over here for the quarterly meeting. I also wanted to mention quantities. Make sure every day we're turning in quantities on the quantity board and getting that documented. We want to be as accurate as we can, guys, because when we do that, we use that data to kind of see where we're at the project, to know the end result sooner than later. So as you're working through your task, you have your goal, please make sure you're counting your quantities and you're documenting that, and you're putting that on the board so we can report that and then track it going forward. So it'll help us with seeing where the project is as a whole. Last thing I wanted to talk about is safety. It's still hot. It has cooled down some. Hopefully we get some rain, but it is still hot. So please continue to drink plenty of water and sit down and cool off if you need to. Some of the guys are working in the direct sunlight, and everybody knows how that is. So watch out for each other. Make sure we're staying hydrated, and just keeping an eye on yourself and others. So that's what I got, guys. I appreciate everything you guys are doing, and I hope you guys have a good day.
Hi, welcome to the September employee update. We haven't done one of these for a while since we have been in quarterly meetings and different things. So I get the privilege to let everybody know about the upcoming anniversaries in September, as well as the new hires that we have had this past summer in July and August. So let's start with the new hires. On July 29th, we had Tyler Platt, who joined us, who is a journeyman in Minnesota. And we have on August 5th, Gavin McKee, who's an apprentice in Oklahoma. And also on August 12th, we had Michael Robinson, who is an apprentice in Oklahoma. And now for our anniversaries in September, we have Andrew Campbell, who on September 10th will be here 12 years. And Andrew is a journeyman in Nebraska. We have Sylvia Hegel, who is on September 13th will be with Wilmer Electric 36 years, and Sylvia works in the accounting department. We have Brad Fernholtz, who on September 16th will be here 22 years, and Brad is in Minnesota. We have Lee Runkle, who on September 16th will be here 5 years, and Lee is based out of Oklahoma. Corey Lounsbury, who on September 20th will be here 20 years, and Corey is an engineer, electrical engineer for us. Josh May, who on September 24th will be here 6 years, and Josh is based out of Nebraska. Greg Sikora, who on September 24th will be here 45 years. So Greg is based out of Minnesota. So thank you, Greg, for all of your time of 45 years in dedication to Wilmer Electric. And then we have Larry Davis, who on September 26th will be here 30 years. So, and Larry is based out of Minnesota. And as you can see, September happens to be a month where we have lots and lots of long-term people, and so that's great. So to all of you who have given your last anywhere from 5 to 45 years to Wilmer Electric, we thank you for that. Enjoy the rest of your day.